It's a miracle we survived. I can't believe we were hit with a series of tornadoes, all in the exact same location. It seems impossible. I didn't even think weather like that could happen. That'd be like a forest fire on Antarctica or a hurricane in the Pacific Northwest. It's not possible. Anyway, Doug, have you taken yourself completely offline so Jordy can't hack into you or any of the equipment any further than he may already have?
I have disabled all network access and initiated full shutdown of my subsystems. Jordy won't be able to reach me from here. Not directly.
Are you sure? Never underestimate Jordy. He is vindictive.
As sure as I can be. There's no remaining connection to the tower, no open ports, no backups running. Nothing's broadcasting.
I'm afraid he is interested in hijacking the cornfield rave equipment. I sense evil.
I've tested everything. It seems the audio rig for Cornfield Rave appears clean. The staging equipment doesn't match anything in Jordy's known signature sets. It was manufactured in 1973 for the Grand Funk Railroad tour through the Suicide Triangle. So it is analog heavy. If anything is compromised, it will be after it's all powered on, not before.
Gentlemen, a black SUV just pulled up the drive. Can you see who's in it? I'm afraid not, Joe. You might have to go outside to find out. All right. Banderson? You're here?
Yes, Joe. I've always been here.
But I thought you were at the Mothman Festival.
Shh. He's listening.
Who's listening?
Jordy.
Oh, I'm so tired of him and his shenanigans.
Well, you'd better be, because it's time to prepare you for what's about to come next. Joe, Doug has worms. And it's time I tell you how I became a special agent for the H-Files. Are you prepared?
From the desk of FBI Special Agent Charles B. Anderson comes the H-Files.
My story begins 31 years ago, April 26th, 1992. It was my wife Sheila and I's anniversary. I remember it like it was yesterday. Crybaby Bridge, that is, not the anniversary. At that time, I was just a beat cop working the graveyard shift. On this particular night, I was tracking a fugitive from Jamaica who was on the run. All I needed to do was serve him a bench warrant for the 63S he had gotten before fleeing the country. Scum like this guy disgust me. Now, because of my impeccable skills at delivering bench warrants with such ease, I assured myself I would have this done before my first donut break. Once I had served this man and had him extradited back to Kingston to pay his $3,872.03 fine in Jamaican dollars, I would be able to celebrate a well-deserved promotion. I was now just a single case away, but becoming Detective Charles B. Anderson was not to be my fate. I stopped at the gas station to fill my tank and grab a free donut break snack. I turn away from the tiny screen just in time to see Joe Deez stepping out into the orange glow of the streetlights. Joe Deez, freeze! In the name of the law! Because what 5-year-old kid hasn't always wanted to yell that at a criminal? You've got a warrant, and I'm taking you in. Unfortunately, Deez did not freeze. He immediately turned and ran across the street, and not at a crosswalk, jaywalking. An IC 9-21-17-7. I've got him now, I thought. This puke is going down for multiple violations. Off in the distance, I can see the silhouette of Joe Deez shrinking as he moves further away, sprinting over what appears to be a long abandoned, or at least seldom used, dilapidated bridge. I can see I'm about to lose Deez to the enveloping night if I don't move faster. When suddenly, out of the darkness, I'm nearly sideswiped by a car with its lights off. A car full of punk-ass teenagers with their hippity-hop music up disrespectfully loud. It sounded as though Sublime was doing everything they could to get out of that car. The trunk was rattling, as though there were 2 WWF midgets in the backseat wrestling. And that bass, the bass made a sound, well, It sounded like aluminum cans in a bag. Damn delinquent kids. As my life flashed before my eyes, I was immediately reminded of that awful night from 31 years prior, the night Lilith, spelled with an I, definitely not with a Y, Myers, and her infant child died on Crybaby Bridge. In a daze, I walked, confused and terrified by what had just occurred. That couldn't have truly been real, could it? I wandered along U.S. Highway 27, Old Bloody 27 it's been called, for what seemed like some time, although in reality it was probably just minutes. It was then I looked up to see the bright yellow glow being cast against the engulfing blackness of the night. I had stumbled upon a Dollar General store not far from the highway, and at that moment its flickering lights beckoned to me to come in and escape the terror that only moments ago had occurred. Without realizing what I was even doing inside the Dollar General, I proceeded to reach out my trembling hands, and they grasped the first item I touched. I shambled up to the checkout and placed the package on the counter. Looking down, I now realized the package I had been holding so tightly in my clenched hands were gummy worms. I'm a police officer, a grown man, and I'm holding a pack of gummy worms. At midnight, in a freaking Dollar General. What was happening to me? I'm clearly losing my mind. The clerk looked at me as if he were sizing me up. I glanced at the small tag that dangled from his faded yellow shirt. His name tag read Stefan Balvarez, and he continued to lock eyes with me. He smelled of green polo cologne and reeked of Newport Ice cigarettes. Nervously, and for no reason other than my complete loss of any semblance of reality, I uttered the words that would change my life forever, 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 forever. I've got worms, I said. What was that? Stefan asked. I've got worms, I said again. Jesus, I really am losing my mind. Why did I just repeat that? I looked down as Stefan pushed a small box towards me across the counter. You'll need this, he said, as he stepped over and locked the door, never once taking his eyes off me. Unbeknownst to me at that moment, I had inadvertently given him the code. I picked up the box. It was Preparation H. What the hell is this for? I asked, in a more frightened tone than an armed officer of the law should have when questioning someone. He said, It's for burning and itching, but that's not important now. You need to follow me. Balvarez led me through a door into the break room, which really looked more like a government office than someplace to sit for lunch. There was a lone man sitting at a table, poring over 2- and 3-inch thick files that were piled everywhere. This is where I met Dr. Theodore Barnabas III, Ph.D., for the first time. He was a diminutive, yet very sophisticated-looking man. Picture a kind of Indiana Jones meets any Englishman you've ever seen. Dr. Barnabas was a folklore historian. He had been recruited by the FBI for a special assignment. He explained to me that we needed to leave immediately and head down US 27 to meet a contact. He informed me that soon my entire night would make complete sense, no matter how disturbing that realization may be. We drove along US Highway 27 through what seemed to be torrential rain until we reached a point where Interstate 95 intersects and pulled the car to a stop under the bypass. Just outside the low beam of the headlights, a mysterious smoking man stepped from the shadows. He proceeded to hand me a manila file folder marked with a large red H. Then he turned and walked away into the bleakness of the night as the rain fell all around and was gone. I turned my attention back to the folder, slowly opening it to reveal the contents inside. It's a stack of yellowed papers. The cover reads, Classified, Eyes Only, The Dog Man, and thus begins the H-Files.
So did the statute of limitations run out on that jaywalking infraction?
It did.
So can I talk about the events that happened that night? That night on Crybaby Bridge?
No! Not until you become a We Live Insider. And listen, this Halloween, for the whole story of what happened on Crybaby Bridge 30 years ago. But none of that matters right now, Joe, because Jordy plans to use the rhythmic vibration of the Cornfield Rave 20 tonight to resurrect an ancient Wendigo and create a distraction so that no one will see him as the tribal beats conjure him into a physical human form.
A Wendigo?
Yes, Joe. A Native American creature with an ice-cold heart. You heard that right. It is an icy monster that consumes and consumes but is never full. It will eat all of the ravers and still hunger for more. Jordy will use the chaos to hack into the DJ equipment and create a signal that will bring an electrical storm into the sky. The storm, mixed with powerful wind and funnel clouds, will eventually smash the surrounding dirt, stone, trees, and corn together into a dangerous, human-like being.
But why?
That we don't fully understand yet. But what we do know is that Jordy really doesn't like you for some reason.
You know, I picked up on that. So how do we stop him, Banderson?
Who said anything about we? I'm heading to Willow Creek, California, for reasons I cannot discuss at this time. But Joe, do you have the Bakaneko?
What's that now?
See This year marks a milestone in music. Friday, October 13th marks the 20th anniversary of the legendary Cornfield Rave in Northwest Ohio. Welcome to Cornfield Rave 20, Dead Eyes, the ultimate night where the supernatural meets the dance floor. Headlined by Lima, Ohio's very own DJ Saturn Boy, expect mind-blowing beats, otherworldly visuals, and a vibe you won't forget. Feeling cryptid curious? Come dressed as your favorite mystery creature and you could win a chance to join Saturn Boy live on stage during his headlining set. This isn't just a rave, it's a celebration of 2 decades of cutting-edge EDM. Tickets are flying fast, so grab yours now and get ready to dance until sunrise, Friday, October 13th. Cornfield Rave 20, Dead Eyes, where the legends come alive and the party never dies.
Joe, great news. Somehow the shortwave tower survived the tornadoes, and we were able to tune into the We Live Zombie Carnival.
Yes, Joe. Regina's on her way to rescue you. She's currently trying to contact someone to watch the lighthouse in her absence, and she plans to join you at the Cornfield Rave. She has also learned the secrets of Sandy the cat.
I never know what you're talking about, Reginald, but I trust you, buddy. It all sounds like great news. So what's going on over there?
Well, she's about to begin an interview regarding the haunted jail in Columbia City, Indiana. But prior to that, she contacted your friend, our kids, who is currently headed her way in order to bring her here to the Suicide Triangle via helicopter to stop Jordy.
Really? That's great. Hey, what's the haunted jail?
You don't listen to Clark After Dark much, do you?
Should I? Well, go ahead, Doug. Turn it up.
Of course.
This is a test. This is only a test. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by official information, news, or instructions.
All right, Joe had mentioned that he was doing a radio remote at this Columbia City haunted jail. And I know Joe, and he does not do well in small towns. I'm going to give the owner, Paul, a call, feel him out, make sure Joe's safe out there. Paul Harrington, owner of the Columbia City Haunted Jail. How is the zombie apocalypse in northeastern Indiana?
Oh, it's going quite well. Lots of zombies, lots of blood, lots of gore, lots of screaming. My favorite time of year.
Love it. I love it. So a little bit about the haunted jail. I've been reading up on it because Joe's doing a remote out there, and I wanted to kind of see what was going to be, what was in store for him. And I was surprised that you guys are one of the top 10 haunted places in the United States. So that's crazy. What compelled you
Absolutely.
to buy this jail?
The jail just kind of called to me. I didn't, I would have never come across it. I met the guy that started the whole thing very many years ago. He's very proud of telling people that we were introduced by Bela Lugosi.
So how does that happen? How was that?
So as luck would have it, I am an airbrush artist by trade, and I had a store in Glenbrook Mall.
Mm-hmm.
This guy comes walking by and saw my Halloween display, and I did some portrait work of Bela Lugosi, and he saw it, came in. We hit it off right away. His wife thought he went missing, almost issued an Amber Alert because he was gone for 6 hours. We were sitting there talking, and we were just discussing the old movie monsters, like the ones I had painted in my storefront. And then he invited me out to see this old jail in Whitley County in Columbia City, Indiana. And I was in Fort Wayne at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought, what the heck? Let's go out and see it. Because I just felt compelled, This jail just appealed to me instantly. It just was a beautiful, beautiful Second Empire style building, built in 1875. I was instantly hooked. We have our own legend that surrounds the jail, which is based on a real legend.
Which is what?
Which is the execution of Charles Butler.
Who's Charles Butler?
So have you heard of that?
No, I have not. Who is Charles Butler?
Charles Butler. Well, it goes way, way back, even beyond Charles Butler. And hopefully this season, there's a book coming out that I'm working on that will describe everything and explain all the myth and the legend and the reality around the jail. Charles Butler murdered his wife and was subsequently hung at the jail. There was a state-sanctioned hanging.
That makes sense.
And they hung him by the noose. He bought Yeah, he botched the hanging. They sold 200 tickets, by the way, so it was really
Wait,
good business.
wait, they sold tickets to hangings?
Absolutely, absolutely. The
That's
state.
disturbing.
Let me tell you about the state of Indiana. If they can find a way to make money, they're going to get it.
I can imagine.
So they sold 200 tickets and they hung the guy. The rumor is that he was hung by the tree, but that's actually not true. There was a state sanctioned gallows built. He was hung right where our concession stand is. So you're eating on state sanctioned hanging ground. And he botched the hanging, and they thought he was dead, but upon bringing him inside the building afterwards, they discovered he still had a pulse. And so he was alive for a grand total of approximately 13 minutes before he expired inside the building.
Oh my gosh. I would haunt the heck out of a place too.
Yeah, so it was pretty bad. And he has caused multiple issues throughout the years. And
so
we've
you've
always been
seen
down the
him?
head.
Or have you seen
Oh, yeah.
any other weird things like
Absolutely.
real haunty things in the jail?
Yeah, when we see the entities, they're the way everybody sees them differently, I suppose. And when you see something of a spirit nature, it's not like you just see a person walking up to you and you go, "Oh wow, hey, why are you dressed like a revolutionary soldier?"
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of very blurry to me. I
Okay.
don't really a good solid sense. You can tell they're in a period style dress when they do appear. So it's a lot of what you see kind of in the movies, I guess, when you see all the period dress around the early or early 1900s, late 1800s. So long coats, top hats, you see a lot of that. And the spirits themselves are just very, very misty and blurry. So when they do appear, that's kind of the sense you get out of them. And more than not, you get a sense of this cold air passing through you. You'll
Ooh,
feel,
that's creepy.
yeah, you don't see them as much as you feel them. And if you're sensitive to that kind of phenomenon, you'll
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm talking about. But there are people who go through the jail and they will just pass out cold.
Oh my
And when
God.
they come through, they'll describe how something just came over them and they felt like they were being blasted by a cold presence and they just lost consciousness. Yeah, and I've gotten to the point where I just don't try to explain it anymore. You either accept it or you don't. And so that's how I take the jail. When they show themselves to us, instead of assuming the crash positions like in the movie Airplane where everybody's jumping over everybody and sticking their tongues out and going flat dead. I mean, we just accept it and say, hey, thank you for showing yourself to us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I gotta get more flies with what is it? More flies with honey than vinegar. So I
Absolutely.
bet you probably, I'm sure
Absolutely.
that if their energy and you're putting out energy, that's gonna kind of affect that.
Yeah,
So,
we kind of feel that way too. These souls, whoever's in there, whatever's in there, whether it's trapped or whether they're there, by their own choice, we haunt that building for 6 weeks out of the year, and I feel like they count on us. Could you imagine if you're in a lonely spot in a building that's not really active all year long, and then all in one fell swoop, thousands of people show up and give you all this positive, screaming, laughing, running energy? How could you not look forward to that? We look forward to it as humans. How could they not look forward on the other side and think, wow, this is great?
that would
So
make a
we
lot
can
of
feel them.
sense.
We
Well,
feel them. We feel their energy. Yeah.
that is cool. Now, okay, I've got a question then. So, like,
Yeah.
do you think because obviously the zombies are kind of in between living and dead? Do zombies act weird around the jail? Like, do they act different or anything, or is it all kind of par for the course? Because I imagine you've got to do something to kind of keep people safe still while they visit.
What we try to do is we try to put up barriers that we know zombies have trouble crossing.
Mm-hmm.
And with those barriers, we've rerouted probably 80% of the building as we do most years. We've redesigned the sets. We've added some really, really intense gags that will absolutely make you freak out.
Ooh.
As a matter of fact, while we're installing them, they get us and we know they're there. It's just a really intense blast of paranormal gotcha. That's the most I can tell you without giving it away.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I definitely don't want anything given away. Now, if everybody wanted to check it out, where can they go online or social media to keep up to date with, how to get their tickets, all that good stuff?
Right on. So our Facebook page got hacked a few years ago, so we have started a new page. So that's the only one I'm going to speak of.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go on Facebook and check us out at the Columbia City Haunted Jail on Facebook, you'll see all the updates. You'll see the calendar. We're open. The days we're open. Ticket prices are the same as they've been for years. We do a VIP ticket for $25, and you can upgrade that to a platinum ticket. Well, I mean, we try to base it on the standard. That's what's called a national standard. So generally speaking, haunts should be about $1 a minute for how long it takes you to get through. And we're right along with that standard.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, it sounds like, do you have a dog or is there some sort of animal around? Maybe one of the actors? I don't know. It sounds like almost kind of like a person growling. I don't know.
We have growling that comes from everywhere. There's always something going on. There's something always growling. There's always a thing. Dogs. The ones you've got to really be careful around the haunted jail are an entity called the Rougarou. Rougarou, you can roll your R's, you can say it however you want. You can say it the northern way, which is Rougarou. Have no accent whatsoever, but I
you can't bring yourself to do that, can you?
I can only do it when I'm describing how silly it sounds, but it's a Rougarou, and it's a shapeshifter. Whoa. And so it's actually a blood-sucking entity that tries to get to you and punish you for all of your misdeeds. And that's the basis of this story.
So has the Rougarou been spotted up north?
There's definitely, we found prints. We've definitely found claw marks. There's definitely something to suggest that there's something bigger coming. And we expect everything to just blow up and happen on Friday the 13th, because that's typically when the door between the living and the dead is the most wide open.
Oh gosh, so you're preparing then.
We are very much prepared, and we expect it to be a big, giant celebration of blood, guts, gore, zombies, werewolves, vampires, you name it. It's all going to be there at the haunted jail on Friday the 13th.
Well, I don't want to keep you from hunting the Rougarou or any of the other preparations that you guys have going on there. So we will be sure to keep an eye on the Columbia City Haunted Jail. And
I feel like I'm hearing something in the background. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, there's something here. Hey, I got to go. Something's approaching right now.
Okay, well, get out of there.
I'm going to have to let you go and get on with the fight.
All right. Hang in there.
The kid knows it's no joke. His friends behind him with a knife up to his throat. Betrayed, afraid, the kid's gonna talk his way out of here. Well, the kid gets out in one piece because he never shows no fear. But it leaves a mark that you can't see. A lesson
picking me up are, kids. I knew I could count on your help, especially since you're already familiar with the lay of the land. Oh, great. It's Susan. She called me back.
Susan Gunderson, I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah, I'm so happy to be here, man. It's been a very long journey, but I finally got here. You know those ferries? You can take those over pretty easily. If most of the passengers are zombies, you can pretty much control that. So you might have a little bit of an outbreak down there on the shore, but nothing to be too worried about.
Oh no.
Well, I gotta say, the bathroom on board one of those ferries did absolute wonders for me.
I raided one of those Ulta stores before I got here, so there's a nice little stockpile in the bathroom of
Gina,
goodies.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to interrupt, but is that a Warhol that you've got out there?
The one that looks like a bunch of soup cans, and it kind of looks like, is that Andy Warhol? Yes.
Oh my goodness, yes! Did you know that is an original Campbell's tomato soup?
Is it really? Like legitimately real? Like it's not just like a fake?
Yes, you can tell from his signature right here, and the fact that these lines are imperfect, that's what you get from the screen printing that he did, and it was revolutionary in his time. This is a very valuable piece. How'd you get your hands on it?
Well, I don't really know. It was here when I got here, and I never really paid much attention to it. I just thought it was, something cute in the kitchen.
You are a lucky duck. Yes, you are. Wow, this is a wonderful. Oh my goodness, is that a Beaujolais down the hall?
Is that the flowers in the face or the picture above it?
Above it of the girl. She's got her little shovel over her shoulders.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
The flowers below, that's a Van Gogh. Oh my, how are you getting your hands on these? These should be in museums around the world.
Well, now I'm a little concerned about who owned this lighthouse before us. I'll have to, I don't know. I was just figuring, it was just knockoff TJ Maxx. I just thought it was Maxxinista.
Your collection is just absolutely stunning. I am honored to be here. I'm so happy that you had time to take me in. This is a treat.
I'm happy because I wanted to go see Joe, and thank goodness you were in the area because somebody's got to watch the lighthouse and kind of run things. And
don't you worry. I will take good care of this area for you. Don't you worry about that.
So while I'm gone, Sandy, she is pretty self-sustaining. You do have to feed her. But she just wants some love. She really likes under the chin scratching. So.
Do you remember, I think one of our first conversations we talked about how my husband and I were patrons of the arts. We really loved the scene, and this is just such a beautiful piece. We had something from the same artist in our home back in Wisconsin, yeah. We were smart with our investments, and we traded with the right people, and anyway, I've got the lighthouse, no problem. I will take care of it.
So I'll see you later, Susan.
Okay, don't you worry. Have a good time. Bye.
Bye.
Something has happened to Harry.
Miss Lucy, I'm so sorry.
For God's sake, Fernsby!
He's dead, isn't he?
Audio Marvels, Pocket Universe Productions, and Monkey Basket Entertainment present
Williams, first thing tomorrow morning, I want you to call Scotland Yard.
The Lost Horror Classic.
New tenants for the... Sorry, ma'am,
You can say Balfour Place, Mr. Fernsby, it's all right.
Based on the classic silent film by Waldemar Young and Todd Browning, and starring Lon Chaney.
Looks like an undertaker.
It's that damned beaver hat. I've never seen him without it.
Art Malik, in a full-cast audio production of...
Lucy, this is...
Edward Bergman, Scotland Yard.
London After Midnight.
You really don't feel it, do you?
Feel what?
The air of disquiet. Like we're being watched.
Available Halloween 2023 as both an online digital audio event and as an exclusive vinyl release.
You get out of here! Damn you!
Please, try not to scream. Oh my God, what is that?
That would appear to be his lady companion.
Flying around the room, Berg.
One way or another, this comes to an end. Tonight.
Visit www.audiomarvels.com for more information.
Down by the river where no children dare play, Crybaby Bridge stands old, rusty, and gray. At the high school, the students cheer loud at the game, not one of them knowing things soon would not be the same. A loud splash into the water, a flashing of light. Teenagers driving recklessly, late in the night. A baby wails feverishly into the cold, foggy air. A young mother with child, so full of despair. A car sinks slowly. A midnight farmer races to the scene. A sight so horrific, like a nightmarish bad dream. A glow from the shadows, a voice shrieks unnicely, booming out loudly. Now spinning DJ Icy!
Hello, youth of the nation. Fill out this credit card information and receive a free Cornfield Rave 20 t-shirt. Please, we have no shortage of t-shirts, and even if you're not approved, you still receive one. With a low APR of just 36%, you can receive a free Cornfield Rave 20 t-shirt and financial freedom, both at the same time.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a very annoying DJ. Goes by the name of Joe Deez.
Joe Deez.
Yes.
You must be his co-host, the lovely and patient Regina.
That's me.
You're even more beautiful in person.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, my apologies. I'm the spirit of an ancient warrior living inside of this scarecrow. You see, when a farmer inserted this makeshift effigy into my native soil, it became a conduit for my spirit to interact with the physical world. My life was quite mundane, as you can imagine, until your co-host arrived and filled my world with excitement and intrigue again. Like right now.
What do you mean by like right now?
Right now, Joe's on stage about to introduce the headlining DJ, Saturn Boy. But as you can see, there's a Wendigo running up behind him, ready to consume them both. That kind of stuff didn't happen before Joe showed up.
What are you talking about? Oh my God! Jesus Christ, that monster just ate the DJ!
It did indeed. This might be a good time to rescue Joe Gina.
Gina, you saved me!
You can thank me later. Quick, get under the stage. Wait, who's that DJ coming on stage? She's so short and thin.
I'm not sure. He's not any of the DJs planned for the show. Oh my God, what is he playing? How is his music so terrible? He's just scratching and that's it.
And why isn't the Wendigo eating him? Look, his scratching is conjuring up a thunderstorm and a tornado. Joe, we're gonna have to get out of here.
But the Wendigo is right above us, protecting that. I don't even know what to call him. He's certainly no DJ.
Regina, Joe Deez, I'm sending the Bakken Echo to rescue you.
The Bakken, who's that? Isn't that like an ancient Roman orgy?
No, you're thinking of Bacchanalia, and that wasn't even that good. The Vestalia and the Nemoralia were both better by, like, miles.
Why do you know that?
Don't worry about it. Look, Sandy 2.0 is running this way, and what the?
She's growing to like 15 feet high. Did you know she could do that?
Not a clue. Wendigo. Quick, Joe. Now's our chance to get out of here. Let's go.
Let's go!
Joe, you idiot. Why are you running into the woods?
Look out, Gina. Your Mackin Echo is directing the Wendigo over to the Combine Harvester. Cover your eyes!
Oh, gross! What the hell is going on?
Very difficult to explain live here in the Shadow Belt. Where's Joe Deez?
The moron ran off into the woods.
Directly into where the lightning is striking over and over again into one specific spot, and that DJ is shooting electricity into?
That'd be correct.
That is so Joe Deez. Look, Regina, I believe that horrible, horrible DJ is using his artistic expression to conjure Jody through electrical manipulation. We have to stop it before it's too late.
Where's Agent Anderson?
Oh, he left already.
He left? This whole thing was his plan.
Yes, I think he was called to a Bigfoot convention. No worries, though. I've got Doug ready to go. All you have to do is plug this RF modulator into that coax cable right over there, and he'll do the rest. Be careful now. You sort of have to twist it on, but just the top part, or you'll kind of spin the whole cable around it. That gets frustrating.
And now Doug is the morning AI show bot?
Morning show AI bot, that's right. Perfect, Regina. Now slide that lever from TV to computer. Yes, yes. Now quick, let go!
Hello, Regina. It is nice to meet you. If you'll excuse me, I have to dispose of my worms.
Access granted.
What did I even get myself into?
Perfect, Regina. As soon as that soldering is done, just plug that adapter into the wall and Doug should be right as rain.
Maybe I should look into IT. I never thought I'd be able to fix a computer. You were right, Reginald. It's just like an anti-Kythera mechanism.
Hey, look at me. Worm-free. And I've never felt better. Thank you, Regina. Hey, where's Joe Deez?
We are unsure.
Let me guess. He ran into the woods instead of away from them.
Isn't that so Joe Deez of him?
Hey guys, our kids is here to take us back home, Gina.
Joe, you survived. How?
I just fell into a creek and covered myself in mud like they did in the first Predator movie. Saved my life.
That makes no sense.
I know. Say, what was with Sandy 2.0 puffing up like that and attacking that Wendigo?
Your cat friend was the offspring of Sandy, a benevolent Nekomato that came to the Americas thousands of years ago. Benevolent Nekomatos thrive in the West Coast mountains and hills, and they absolutely adore primates. Your Sandy 2.0 was created to ward off evil spirits, and she saved your life.
Oh, thanks, Sandy 2.0. So, what do you say, Gina? Ready to get out of here?
Joe, who's that?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, everyone. This is George. I ran into him in the forest. He's new to the area, and I offered him an internship here at the station. I was thinking maybe you guys could show him the ropes, get him acclimated to the radio biz.
Sure, Joe, but you realize...
He's naked, Joe. The man is completely naked.
Oh shit, that's right. I promised him some clothes. Here, George, just fill out this credit card form, and I'll get you all set up. All right, Gina, you ready?
Yep. Man, I wish I could have aired all of this. What an unbelievable story it would have made. Like a modern-day War of the Worlds.
Oh, I've been recording everything. It's part of my programming.
Seriously? That's amazing. Do you mind if we get a copy?
Sure thing. Everything's right over there.
Oh, box full of IBM 9-track tapes. Great. Thanks so much, Doug.
Anytime. Thank you both for everything. I'm glad we were all able to stop Geordie and restore order. Take care, you too.
Yes, safe travels.
Bye, guys.
Take care of George the Naked Intern. He's good people.
We will Joe Deez. Goodbye.
Your suicide triangle friends are pretty nice. Not too sure about that George guy, though. Where did he say he was from?
He didn't. Oh my god. Is this really who I think it is? Hello? Fart? I thought you were dead, bro.
Broadcasting 1,000,000 watts of zombie-busting power. Brains, 98.6 KZ. Zombie Z-Head Radio, the mega station.